The NHS gets less money than it used to, but now it's more in need of money than it ever has been. The waiting times are a record high. Stats do show how it has degraded now more than ever, and how it has been degrading over the past few decades, ever since I think it was Margaret Thatcher did some things, then it got a bit better, and then it was after Tony Blair came into power that it started degrading again. Although I suppose technically stats would show that it was improving. I think they might show that it was improving while he was in power, but what he did in a sneaky way in the long term is part of what's causing it to degrade now. Him, then David Cameron, and now Boris Johnson. It's actually getting, they made it look nice how much money they're giving the NHS, but they're getting less money now than it has been for some time. So while maintaining the understanding of how much of a priority the NHS is to us, all of us in the country, that makes it clear what action our government must take for the good of the whole country. We, the people, are the resource that makes this country what it is, that gives us the power that we have, the peace and the prosperity that we have. So the NHS doesn't just keep us alive, it keeps us happy. The security we have for the security of our health gives us peace. That peace fuels our prosperity. So I guess you could say we can easily find way more money. We could easily find way more money to put into the NHS as we already were doing. They make a lot of excuses as to why they've had to continuously cut how much money they put into the NHS. They say it's because we borrow too much, but if we look at the debt, I know I am assuming right now, but I bet I'm right. The debt has only gotten higher, hasn't it? The debt has only gotten higher. So we're borrowing less. Our debts are getting higher. I'll put links below, and if I'm wrong, I will correct it. But I can tell you that this kind of system, we will not prosper with this kind of system. Let's just say the debt has gotten a tiny bit lower. If we're not prospering because we're not functioning systematically as a country, making enough money, making more and more money, and overall these cuts, there's no use in these cuts, this habit of cutting more and more over time. So we can see how crucial it is, how much of a priority the health of the poorest of this country, how much of a priority that the health of the poorest of this country is taken care of just as much as everybody else, as the poorest in this country are the foundations of this country, especially when the number of poor in this country is growing. That is a safe presumption I will make. Yeah. I'll put links below, and whatever I'm wrong about, I'll clarify in a future video, and I'll explain how either way we're going to prosper more if we put more money into taking care of ourselves